and John is just going to say a few words.
Sure. Thank you, David, and thank you for inviting me to speak. My involvement with the Maldives goes back about 9 years, when I first met Annie and I helped look at the manifesto that his party was going to put together for the general election. And it was, one of those amazing moments when he was elected as the first democratically elected president of the Maldives. And since then, or since a few years after that, it's been an absolute tragedy for the country what's happened. And I, over the years, have been lobbying ministers, speaking to different human rights lawyers as we've tried to bring clarity in terms of what the world sees in the Maldives. It's a fantastic country, but sadly not everyone understands the complexity in the political process. And obviously after the coup, it surprised me how long it took to for others to determine that it was a coup when Annie was displaced. I have been committed to whatever it takes to see the restoration of democracy and the power of the people to be properly expressed and accounted for in the government of the Maldives. And today, when we have the ultimate expression of democracy in this country in terms of the referendum, where a majority of those over the age of 18 will be able to decide the future of this country, it is sad to be standing here and thinking about the challenges that continue to exist in your country. But I'm delighted to, and humbled really by the determination of all of these gentlemen, but I know Annie best, to actually continue, despite whatever the personal cost to him, physically, mentally, the challenges he's had to be displaced from his home country, to fight for democracy. Because there are many, many people in his country who will rely on him and rely on all of you to continue to lobby Western governments, to lobby the Commonwealth, to lobby for a better and clearer understanding of the reality of what's going on in the Maldives. So I just wanted to be here this evening to express my solidarity, my unequivocal support. Just a few meters from here, a few years ago, we unveiled the honorary Maldivian consul, embassy, whatever. And somebody said to my surgery just yesterday, well, whatever happened to that? And I said, well, whatever happened in the Maldives. But I hope we can restore that building to that status again one day. But I just wish you all the success. I know you've met here today, you've got different parts of your sort of coalition now working to move forward. And I wish all of you. I know you've all come from different parts of the political spectrum, perhaps, but it's now time for unity. And I just hope the world will properly understand the grave injustices that are happening in your country. And one day you will overcome, as you did so wonderfully a few years ago. And I actually have few doubts that will be achieved in due course.
Thank you very much. We feel very much at home in Salisbury. We've come to our second home. And we've done this from Salisbury before. We've been able to galvanize the people of the Maldives to popular activism. We've been able to amend our constitution. We've been able to have a free and fair election. We've been able to draw the contours of a country. And very much of that happened from the work that we started here in Salisbury. I must thank not only John, but also his predecessor, his previous MP, Robert Key, and everyone else in Salisbury who's been assisting us, and especially the Hardinghams, who've supported all the work that we've been doing. And you've got your friends in Salisbury always looking into what we are doing. We think that the Maldives is doable, and we are not going to relent, and we are not going to give up. We've done this once, and we are very confident that we can do it again. Now, this time around, we've joined ourselves with the opposition, with all the different opposition groups, and we've declared ourselves as a united opposition. And we've got Dr. Jamil to lead that united opposition. And we are hopeful that this is going to bear fruits. And again, thank you very much, John. John's been instrumental in building our party. One of the reasons why we won in 2008 was because we came out with a manifesto which was completely new to politics in the Maldives. People just didn't understand, didn't know what we were talking about when we came out with a manifesto, and especially when we came out with the 5 points. And when we started repeating the 5 points, I think that attracted so many people. That got us going in so many ways. So again, thank you very much, and we hope to do it again. Thank you.
I just have to say before we pass to John, that 5-point plan was based on my work for the Conservative Party in the 2005 election, and it's pleasing to know that it did bear better fruit with you than it did with me in 2005. I'm sorry. If you want to say.
Well, thank you very much. My profound thanks and appreciation for Honourable MP and our dear friend, David Haddingham, and President Nasheed and everyone else. I think it is a good day for us. Democracy in a very different way being exercised at the moment throughout the Europe, particularly in Britain. We are not aspiring or asking anything different than from any other democracies. What we are asking is free and fair election, rights of the people, free from persecution and unfair charges and trials. And I think this is a very opportune time from this wonderful place, Salisbury. I think this is the place where, in some very unique way, the Maldives democracy, I think, was started. And once again, we are here, and in an opportune day, where big democratic exercise has been going on at the moment. I think, like we all have been saying, united we stand, of course. I think that will determine the future of the Maldives. We are very determined. We are determined to reclaim the democracy in the Maldives. We are determined really to protect our people. We are determined not people be persecuted for their beliefs and views. And like Winston Churchill said, when there is no enemy within, the enemies outside cannot hurt you. And I think we are united for the Maldives. Thank you very much.